nice day. Let's go up to the greenhouse. Come here. You gotta stay right now, bud.
Hey everyone, or anyone, or whoever's there. I can't see, but we're going to do a quick 15-minute-ish snow yoga class. We're just going to roll around on the mat and see what happens, enjoying our beautiful snow day. So, for those of you who are late to come into class, we're going to start a couple minutes after 8:30, maybe about 1 minute or two, just to give you guys time to roll in, roll out, get on your mats, whatever it might be. So for those of us who are already here, if anyone's here, we're going to go ahead and sit just comfortably, starting from a seated position. We're going to rock just from side to side for a moment and let our sit bones come to the mat. Then we'll go ahead and bring the hands down onto the lap, roll the shoulders back, and let the center of the head lift. And again, for those of you who might be here, close your eyes. If you're like me and you have your pets all over the place, that's great. If your kids are climbing all over you, that's cool too. And then, let's just breathe. Take some deep breaths in and out. However you're breathing today is absolutely fine. Usually we're in the studio about this time, just getting our 8:30 beginners yoga class together and just enjoying our sangha. But it's a little snowy outside. Roads are a little messy. So we're at home today. That's okay, because just because you're at home doesn't mean you can't do a short little practice with me to enjoy the snow day. Maybe one more breath in and out. Hopefully this is enough time that anybody who feels like joining is here. And if you're not here, you'll see this video later. Let's go ahead and adjust the breath a little bit. So earlier we just breathed whatever old way we wanted to, and now we're going to notice if we're just shifting ourselves forward or backwards. So roll the shoulders back, go ahead and lift through the top of the head, and notice if you have a tilt coming into the pelvis here, and if so, see if you can pull up and in through the pelvic floor, drawing the tailbone a little bit more level towards the floor or downward. And then pull the ribs in just a smidge to secure that spine. And then lift the center of the chest. So now we might be a little bit more in line with the shoulders and the ears and the hips. Now let's take one more breath just like this. Big deep inhales and exhales. And we're going to cat-cow from here. So usually we're on hands and knees, but we're going to do this nice spinal undulation from here. Hands are just going to be wherever they need to be. You can do this while sitting in a chair if this is uncomfortable for your knees, or you can sit on a pillow or a blanket or a couch. So we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to pull the belly button towards the spine, bring the chin towards the chest, look towards that pelvis. We're going to do that a couple more times. Inhaling, lift up, roll the shoulder blades down, big stretch in the neck, the throat, exhale around the spine. Isn't it nice when the animals stretch with you? Inhaling, lift your chest, big deep breath. And exhaling, big deep exhale round the spine. One more time. Inhale, lift it up, lengthen, open, front of the body expands, and then exhale, round the spine. And let's go ahead and inhale, come right back up into seated. So again, looking for that nice long spine. And we're going to go ahead and take that left hand, place it about a foot from your left hip, or just extension from your left hip. And take that right hand and press it down onto the right thigh. So we're pushing onto this right thigh, and we're going to externally rotate it just a little bit. And just start to turn the head towards the right, drop the left shoulder a little bit, and just look towards, in my case, this beautiful snow that's coming down through these beautiful windows that I have in my home. And then we're going to come right back into center and take it to the other side. So your right hand comes to the floor, left hand comes to the left thigh. We'll externally rotate here. Just a little bit in the thigh, really trying to loosen that hip a bit. Try not to drop the shoulder or drop the ear or roll in, but instead just open. And now turning your head right past that left shoulder. Whatever you see, you see. I'm now staring at a picture on my wall from Hawaii. Quite a different look than what I see outside my window. And then coming back into center. Beautiful. Reach both arms up. Take a big stretch. Interlace your fingers above your head. Turn your hands inside out. Just press the palms to the sky. Move the pinky fingers back. That's diesel. And then from this position, we're going to release the hands and bring ourselves forward into a forward fold, maybe petting my dog on the way down. So we're stretching forward through our fingertips, letting our head come wherever it goes. Does it touch the ground? Maybe. Does it not touch the ground? Maybe. Maybe we're here. Maybe we're here. Maybe we have a ton of props nearby and we just have our head sitting on something else. Who knows? But we're just bringing ourselves down. Drawing the tailbone back, lengthening the spine, finding whatever breath we can, moving dog hair off of our face. Roll the hands back in. Beautifully done. And then from this position, I want you to come into hands and knees whatever way you can. So that for me is just shifting forward and untucking my toes, and then I'll just come right on up into that hands and knees position. But you might have a different way that you want to get there. I'm going to try not to kick a cat, but most likely will. So here we go, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Big stretch for the front of the body, lifting the chest, lifting the hips. You know it, it's our cat-cow again. And then exhaling, rounding the spine, chin towards the chest. Yeah, let's do that one more time. It's just nice. It's just nice to move the spine. That's all. It's just a good feeling, right? And then let's come right back into hands and knees. And we're going to go into a little snowbird position. And that is not the professional name for this pose, but we're going to call it that. So we're going to bring this left leg back. Now I have a couch, boom, right behind my left foot. But that's okay, because if I wanted to, I could just let my left foot rest on that couch. So if you have something behind you and you wanted to work your balance, you can, right like that. Right arm by the right ear, or we lift. Hold here. So think it's snowbird. Right? I think that's when people go to Florida during the snow. I think that's what they call people who travel during the winter. I know a couple of you are doing that probably right now. You're probably joining me from Florida. Holding here, breathe. Last one. Place it down. That's snowbird on the other side. Here we go. So remember, my right leg's back. I'm actually just letting it rest on the couch for a moment as I find my balance and reach my left arm by my left ear. Now I can lift my leg up a little bit. And wow, that gives me a little more stability in my posture. Props, my friends. If you have a prop nearby, use it. So helpful in our practice. Keeps us from just shoddy practice. It keeps us in our practice. Lower it down. Awesome. You give yourself a cat-cow one more time. Oh, right? I don't know. Does anyone else get as excited about snow as I do? I don't know. Here we go. Bring your spine to a neutral position. Wiggle your hips a little bit. We are in a down dog in 5 seconds. So get yourself ready. Tuck your toes, press through your tail. Notice that when you press through your tail, you might start to go back into that cow stretch where your belly just drops down. So I want you to pull your ribs in and reach through the tail. Try not to just let the pelvis drop into the floor. And then from here, nice strong core helps you to lift. Heels come off the ground. Feet are about hip distance apart. And we just start to walk out that dog right off the bat. Boom and boom. Why do we walk the dog? Well, our hamstrings are tight. It's cold outside. We just woke up. We've been laying down for so long. So many reasons to walk out that dog. We just want to move. Shake out your head. I'm talking to you, so I keep lifting my head so I'm sure that you can hear me. But for all other aspects of my own practice, my head will be like down here. So keep that in mind. You don't have to look forward. You know we're just walking the dog. We're doing the same thing for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift the heels. Both heels up, buttocks towards the sky. Head looking towards the navel if you want to, or towards the feet. Let that head be nice and heavy here. Soften your neck. And then lower your heels wherever they go. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. It shouldn't be important either way. That's not going to make you a better person if your heels touch the floor. It's just going to make you a person with your heels on the floor. Go ahead and lift your heels. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Push, 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 push to get there. And then come all the way to standing, front of your mat. So I'm going to turn towards you. You just stay where you're at. Feet are facing forward here. Let's go ahead and grab our right wrist with our left hand. We're going to press through the feet. I'm actually going to keep my knees a little bit, not much. Reach up to the sky, and I'm going to exhale as I lean to the left and just turn my head to the right. I don't want to push my pelvis forward or create some kind of weird S-curve in my spine. Instead, I'm just going to lengthen through my right side. And we'll inhale, come back into center. We're going to grab our left wrist, pull gently to the right. Same thing, a little bit of length in my tailbone, not just pushing everything back. If you look at me from the side, I'm not just in a Z. I'm trying to keep a nice, strong spine, strong core, strong protection of my body. Inhale, come back into center. As you exhale, we're going to forward fold. So let's bend the knees a little bit to get there. And then bring our hands all the way down towards the floor. I don't know if you can see me because I'm not behind the camera. Hopefully you can. Your knees are slightly bent here, right? Because your hamstrings, as discussed, are still kind of tight. Or maybe just mine aren't, and yours are just like rubber at this point. It doesn't matter. Shake out your head. I know you want to do this. I know you want to lock out your knees and be like, ah, I'm the greatest at forward folds in the history of the world. But instead, take a little bend and see if your lower back can lengthen as your tailbone reaches up. Shake out your head. Don't take this so seriously, right? And let's inhale, hands to shins, lengthen through the top of your head. And then exhale, and we'll forward fold again. Remember I said this is a 15-minute-ish video. It might go a little longer because I talk too much. Inhale, top of the head forward, tailbone back. Maybe I'm out of view. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to inhale and step back into that down dog. Big stretch back, down dog. Here we are, back into our down dog. Holding here, shake out your head, soften your neck and your jaw. Could it be that all your yoga practice today is down dogs and stretching? It could be. It could absolutely be only down dogs. One more breath here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and just take one lunge on each side. So as I said, we might go a little longer. So this right leg is going to come forward. And we're going to take this left knee to the floor. So you can keep your hands on the floor here, or you might be of the nature to want to lift your arms to the sky. There's hidden stuff left and right. So let's lower the hips and lift up through the fingertips. Lift up through the center of the chest while keeping those ribs in just a bit. And let's let those hips draw down. Open it up. Quadricep muscle lengthening. Everything's just kind of opening here. And then as you exhale, let's take that left hand down to the ground. Reach that right arm up. Let's do a little twist. Just a smidgy. A tiny twist. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee and step back down. Dog. Big stretch. All right, however you want to get there, let's get that left foot forward. Lower that right knee down to the ground. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe you're here. Big stretch. Open spacing in the hips. Letting that quadricep muscle just draw into length. And then exhale, take those hands straight down. Right hand stays on the mat, left hand comes up, shift those hips forward. Smidge of a twist. Not sure that's even a term. Hold here, one breath. Exhale, left hand comes down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, come into down dog. Big stretch. Oh yeah, see how those heels feel. See how those legs feel. Awesome. Walk your hands back towards your feet this time. Come into a forward fold. Yeah. And now we're going to make it all the way back down to that mat. Whew. That was fun, right? Go ahead and have a seat again. This time, choose how you want to end this class. Whoop, don't mind me, just adjusting. Choose how you want to end this class. Do you want to be on your knees? Do you want to be cross-legged? Do you want to have your legs open? What do you want to do? And then from here, let's bring the arms up. Big stretch. Let's go ahead and reach up with that left arm a little more. Then that right arm. And then one more time. Left and right. And then interlace. Both hands pushing to the sky. And then let's just lean to the right. Open up that side body. And then just lean to the left. And then just come right back into center. And lower those hands right back down. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. Tailbone points down. Top of the head reaches up. Maybe you're sitting on some blocks. That's all right. Shoulders are back and down. Shake out your head. And then let's just give our chin to our chest for a moment. Let the head hang. And then we'll roll one direction. Doesn't matter what direction. Doesn't matter what direction at all. And then center. And then the other direction. And then center. And then we'll bring the head right back up. We'll roll those shoulders down in case they start to come up again. We'll move the ribs in a little bit, core engaged. Sitting tall, we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. Center of the chest lifts towards the thigh. Take some deep breaths. One more inhale and exhale here. Your practice doesn't have to be 2 hours long. It doesn't have to be fancy, silly looking poses. It can just be whatever you need to move your body comfortably. And it can be apparently around a whole bunch of animals that are a lot more flexible than you. Have a wonderful snow day, my friends. You deserve it. I hope you go sledding. I hope you go outside. I hope you enjoy this weather. Have some tea. Make yourselves some baked goods. I don't know what you like to do in the snow. Just don't be angry at it. It's gorgeous. Look at it. It's a winter wonderland. Well done today, my friends. The light within me sees, honors, and respects the light within you. Shine that light everywhere. Namaste.